Hi, I'm Sonia.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Ebong.
Today we're dishing with you at Say Restaurant and Lounge located at 444 7th Street Northwest.
And doesn't that sushi look good?
It does. And so does this pink drink. What do you have here?
Oh, well, I have a little Hello Kitty here, and I am sporting my support of Team Blonde. I might be cheering both teams this year, but I always have to have the blonde spirit.
Ryan. Now, Ryan is on to talk with us about the blondes versus brunettes, which sounds like it might just be, where we're going down the hair color aisle, what we want to be, but it actually has a very strong purpose. We're raising money for Alzheimer's research, and you're a blonde.
Yes.
So the blondes have never won. How does that make you feel?
Surprise.
Wow. I thought I was going to have a softball here, but she goes right for the jugular.
Because I love you so much. No, but I mean, you all come to play. I know you come to play. And you have really strong players, so what's the game plan for winning this year?
I can't give you what the game plan is. I can tell you that we have some pretty powerful players that are going to be hitting the field for the blondes this year, and we might have some new moves up our sleeves and in our little playbook.
So it is blondes versus brunettes.
Yes.
So let's just explain this to our viewers at home. You have two. It's a flag football game, right? Can you just explain it to us a little bit?
Okay. Well, just to give a little bit of background, a couple of years ago, it was a group of friends. We kind of came together. We looked at what the traditional events in DC were about, and they were pretty stodgy. They were, galas and dressing up, and we all love to dress up every once in a while, but it was football season, and we thought, what about doing something a little more interesting, and looked around, and our friends are pretty much evenly divided between blondes and brunettes, and there's always that historical divide that you like to rib each other.
Follicle segregation.
And then there's that one redhead, right?
Exactly. That was my question. What do the redheads do?
Oh, okay. Well, the redheads, so we have the teams, and the redheads basically get to pick which team they want to be on. It tends to be the
Choose your own adventure.
So they're not treated like stepchildren anymore.
No. Well, we originally were thinking about offering them the cheerleading position, and they wanted to hit the field.
They do.
They
actually, the redheads, and they're fiery.
Yeah, the redheads we've had over the past 5 years have been the most aggressive players, and may have sent one or two of the players to the hospital. So
I was going to say, this is a flag football game.
Yes.
All in good fun, but I mean, sometimes
they play like it's touch.
It's a bit rough. It can be a bit rough. You've had some broken bones. You've had some sprained muscles.
Some broken fingers.
Oh, wow.
And a couple of surgeries.
I ask you that question because it's really fun for the spectators. I mean, it's fun to watch the blondes and brunettes anyway, but this is a true serious game.
It's a true serious game, and people have always asked, like, how do I get on? And we welcome anyone to help us and come and fundraise and really devote to the cause of fighting Alzheimer's. But in terms of actually making the field, it's a pretty stiff competition. We have tryouts. You have to be both a fundraiser and be good on the field. It's always, and each year it's getting more and more competitive. Actually, this year we're officially launching nationally in the next couple of months. So
you're going to have blondes versus brunettes everywhere.
So how is that going to work nationally? Do you have representatives going to different cities? Are you going to have different dates where everyone will travel there?
Yeah, well, we have actually, we've been working with the National Alzheimer's Chapter, and they working on our national playbook, but what happened was one of our original founders, her sister was actually in Houston, and after the first year, we did so well, and she decided to do this in Houston. Houston then went to Dallas. Dallas then went to Austin, and then went to Chicago. I mean, literally, it's picked up like wildfire, and we're going to hit our $1 million mark this year of raising money for the Alzheimer's Association.
That's brilliant. What was your goal? What was your mark last year, and what's your current goal this year?
Here in DC, we had a goal of right around 100. We ended up making 80, and that's right. If you remember, it was during the economic times were beginning to get a little hairy. This year we have a $100,000 goal, and I think we're going to make it. It's only 4 weeks into the event, and we've already raised $57,000. You can go online over at alz.cantera.org and donate money to the cause.
It's a bit of a contest to get to play, too. You have to be the top fundraiser just to get on the team, right?
Well, and explain that, I get the team and that there's a game. How many games are there, and then what is the fundraising season like for play?
Yeah, well, there's only one game, and that's hence the reason why
we can only survive one game.
Yes.
Well, true.
Yes, and really the women are practicing. They're going to now have practiced for 2.5 months. So by the time they hit the field on November 14th, they are ready. They are loaded to bear, and they are ready to just tackle whatever blonde or brunette comes in front of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how much does each individual player have to raise, or is it sort of hit your own benchmark and that's...
We have, well, before you can even be selected or qualify for the team, you have to raise a minimum of $250.
Right.
Pretty much anyone involved in the event has to raise at least $250, whether
But
you're...
everybody hits that way out of the park,
Exactly,
right?
exactly. But it's regardless of whether you're a host committee member or whether you're a cheerleader or whatnot. But case in point, one of our highest fundraisers, in 4 weeks, she has raised over $5,000.
Wow. Now,
Yes.
what about people who are watching these games? Do they get a chance to fundraise? Or
Of course. We welcome anyone to, if they want to start their own fundraising page, they can go to the Conterra website and they can start their own fundraising page. If they just want to be there on the game day and help us.
They can buy the number one finger.
Yeah,
Which I have to
Exactly.
say, Kate Michael, always with the pictures with the finger. Is it because you're very breakable and you would probably get crushed out there? Is that why?
I
She
have been a
actually hit the
cheerleader.
field.
Really?
I have been a cheerleader for the last 2 years, 3 years. The year that I was Miss DC, I actually played until I saw a very, very scary blonde come at me and someone got their arm broken, I think, and then I said, whoa, I've got to compete in Miss America in 3 months. I'm going to be a cheerleader now.
Yeah.
So I am now a cheerleader and I love it.
Yeah, and she was really good on the field too. You should have seen her go
that
all the
dance
way.
She's running for life.
I was actually running for my life.
Yeah.
Those blondes are scary.
Now, what about the boys? Can they get involved in this? I mean, what?
The boys can get involved. They can be coaches, and they'll be on the host committee, but they can come out and cheer. And definitely the men like to come out and cheer, and we want them there. We want them, rooting on their favorite team, whether it's their friend or girlfriend, or just somebody they think is kind of cute.
Well, who coaches?
Who coaches? We have. It's a pretty stiff process to actually get in and being the coach because so many people here in DC have a background actually playing
in
football.
True.
And we have 4 of our coaches, both on the blondes and brunettes, that came last year. We have the equal number that are new. So I think the brunette coaches may be getting a little cocky since they did have another win last year.
A new playbook that I should be worried about for my brunettes.
Yes.
The brunettes are usually the blue team. The blondes are usually the pink team. I see you've got your pink cocktail.
Yeah.
Have to go find something
again,
blue.
as chair, I'm rooting for both teams, but it's been 4 years. We haven't had a win. Everybody's we're the underdog.
But we're always tackling Alzheimer's.
Absolutely.
Always tackling Alzheimer's. So Ryan, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thank you
We
for having
learned a lot, actually, a lot about Alzheimer's and a lot about the blondes versus brunette game. We hope that you will come and watch the game. And as always, watch us here next time on the District Dish.